Hi, my name is Halle Zides, and I am a sophomore at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, majoring in both political science and journalism. And I'm originally from a small town in Southborough, Massachusetts. And just a little bit about myself and some details about my personality, my interests, is that I'm a very hardworking student who absolutely loves to learn about the world around her and spread information to others. This is something that I've kind of learned about myself, I guess, through high school and college, but I guess I've been especially fostering it with my journalism major, which is something that makes me very excited. I'm also a huge people person. I love being surrounded by other people who fill my cup and share the same values as me. And I also really value making time for myself throughout the day, which is also something I know that NGNG values, and you, Amber, you value it yourself. And that makes me really excited too, because at least one time throughout my day, I will make time for myself, whether it be taking a couple minutes to talk to my mom on the phone or working out and just kind of clearing my mind and resetting myself for the day. It's something that I really, really value. So what gets me really excited and what am I most passionate about? I get really excited at the thought of making a difference in this world. And I really think I've always felt this way. I've always had this drive to, I guess, make a positive difference in this world. And that is why I think I feel so fulfilled with my current major. I think that with a journalism and strategic communication degree, I have the ability to make a difference through transferring information to others. And I think this is something that NGNG will also push me to do. And that makes me really, really excited about my future and just, I guess, excited to keep learning how to do that. And then that brings me into my observations about NGNG and your platform. I see you guys and I see NGNG as a company about grit and determination. I love the word grit, and that mostly comes from my dad, who has basically inspired me to channel grit into all my passions. It's kind of just like having like a little bit of edge to, I guess, my actions and a little bit of extra determination, which I think is something that's highly valuable, and it's like what kind of drives change. I also see NGNG as a company that connects people, and I think that we live in a world right now where we're constantly focused on the disconnect that we are experiencing right now, which honestly can get really negative at times. So I really appreciate that NGNG, instead of, I think, even mentioning the word disconnect ever, it is more about just connecting people and working amongst the company, people in the company, and then those who come to us through connections, which is something that's really, really powerful. And I think that's what we need to drive us to make a change. So at NGNG, I think that you guys will create a learning environment for me. And as I said earlier, I'm a student and I love to learn. And I crave learning environments. And I feel really confident that through interning at NGNG this summer, I will be in an environment that will give me the opportunity to learn more, not only about myself and my passions, my talents, things that like might challenge me, but also just about the world around me. And I think that this is a learning experience that is going to set me up for a very successful future. And I know that Sierra was asking me the other day if I thought that this would be more of a stepping stone for me or something that I could see myself doing long term. And honestly, it's so hard to answer that question, because to me, I think it could be either, because all I know is that this is going to be a learning environment that will either serve as a stepping stone and teach me and allow me to, and will boost me into my future endeavors, or it will be something that like will lead me to continue fostering my growth within NGNG, and both of those things are something that I think I'd be really lucky to experience. And then I think that I can contribute a lot of energy and teamwork into my position at NGNG. I'm really good at staying committed to carrying out any tasks. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, which I think here is a good thing, because when working for others, it's good that I make sure that my work is done to a very high standard, which I do have for myself. And then also just a lot of energy. Like if there's something that I'm excited about, I have a lot of energy going into it. And this is something that I can tell you right now is making me really, really excited. So now your core values, which are great, by the way. The first one, meaningful connection. For me, that means at NGNG, we don't work to just work. Every task is done with a purpose, a meaning. It is done in a way that connects employees and clients. It'll make clients feel very secure in their decision to work alongside NGNG, and also there are meaningful connections within NGNG. So employees feel comfortable with each other and they feel comfortable to share their ideas, which I am a huge believer in, or I guess for me, I learn the most from my peers' ideas, if that makes sense. So I love group projects and group tasks because I learn so much when I hear the ideas of those I'm working with, which is something that I know I will with a meaningful connection at NGNG. Second is better together. I believe that means that you guys in NGNG thrives off aligning values and working to ensure all employees work under one overarching, I guess, value and idea. Next is lean in. So I love this one. Sierra, you brought it up in our conversation earlier. And basically, I think that NGNG values a positive challenge that constantly pushes employees to change the playing field. And basically, I think leaning in embodies the ability to not freeze in the face of a challenge and instead lean in and problem solve. So when something tricky might come up, instead of just like turning away and maybe fizzling and like just, I guess, crumbling in the pressure, you lean in and you challenge yourself and you go to others and you ask for their help, which again goes back to the better together and meaningful connection. Then there's deeply fulfilled, which I believe means feeling like the work you are doing equally benefits you and the consumer. And then unwavering excellence. I really love this one. I believe that this means that people at NGNG show up every single day. You show up every day. You work towards the 5 core values every single day. You put in your all every day, and that leads to steady excellence that does not waver. Next, my top 2 personal core values, which I think do align with NGNG. My first one is acceptance. I am huge on acceptance, inclusion, diversity, just acceptance of everyone, no matter what. I believe this goes hand in hand with think better together. I think they both embody the value of making sure everyone is seen and heard, and that will allow the company to thrive internally and externally. And my second core value, which is like my favorite one, this is like my favorite phrase to say ever, but just to be unapologetically yourself. And I believe this goes hand in hand, honestly, with lean in. This is my own personal version of lean in, I guess. I have found that I succeed most when I am myself. So I can't try and be anyone else. I can take inspiration from others, but at the end of the day, I'm doing my best work when I am doing what I think reflects me and my values. And I think at NGNG, everyone is here for a reason, and you're part of NGNG for a reason. So you must lean in and you must push boundaries and you must be unapologetically yourself in doing so. And that's the only way to make your work translate and make a difference. So yeah, I look forward to hearing back from you guys and continuing this conversation. Thank you.